Okay, welcome back. So are you one of the many people looking to change careers? This morning, we're joined by Job Connection career coach, Sarah Uchytil, who is helping you get this new year started off strong. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I
Happy New
am
Year.
I'm great. Happy New Year to you. Where do we start? Because we see a lot of people right now talking about leaving jobs and they're calling it the Great Resignation.
Yes, the Great Resignation is something that is real. And if you're thinking about leaving your job, it's important to be thinking of what is it that you really want to do next. Making sure that you have that plan in place before you pull the ripcord and jump.
Yeah, some people even leaving without a plan in place. They're just at a point where they're like, okay, we need to do this. So how do you get focused for this new year when you're thinking about this in your mind?
Yeah, well, it's great to take an inventory of all of your skills. What skills do you have? What skills do you want to use? Another great exercise I work on with my clients is writing their ideal job description, making sure that you have that blueprint so you know what you want and what you don't want. It's also really good to get clear on why you want to leave. Is it the type of work you're doing, or is it the environment in which you're doing it in?
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of people wanting to do that mix, a little bit in the office, a little bit at home. So we know
Right.
burnout, of course, is real, especially when you're working at home full time, maybe working through the
Mhm.
pandemic. How do you stay clear and prevent burnout?
That's a great question. And one of the best ways to prevent burnout is to still have your office hours, have a dedicated workspace in your home, and make sure that you know when you're going to be working and when you're going to be at home. Maybe even have a ritual on when you transition from one to another. I know during the pandemic, one thing I really missed was driving. So at the end of my workday, I would go and run an errand. I would go to the grocery store, I'd go to Target, do an errand, and then come back. And that was a good transition. I've had other clients that simply light a candle at the end of their workday, close their laptop, put it in another room so then you can rejoin your family for the rest of your evening.
Yeah, I have to do that too. Kind of when I get home, work is done.
Mhm.
It is time for me to
Right.
be in my home element, no phone calls,
Yes.
emails, all of that. Say we've got
Mhm.
some people sitting at home watching us today at 9 o'clock on KCTV 5. They're starting to
Mhm.
question whether they're in the right job. What do you tell them?
Again, it's thinking of how do you want to make a difference, thinking about the year ahead. What goals do you want to set for yourself? What is the impact that you want to make, and how do you want to add that significant value? And taking stock on, okay, am I in a place where I can really make that significant value? Can I make that impact, or is it time for me to start looking for something new?
Thank you so much, Sarah. You've given some good insight, I'm sure, to a lot of people at home who are in that position thinking about
Hmm.
what's next. So thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us. I'm going
Yes,
to
one other piece I wanted to make sure I add too is before you make a change, make sure you know what your budget is. Make sure that you have that budget in place. Make sure you know what your total compensation package is too, because you don't want to make sure, leave some things behind that you won't be taking with you for the next job. So making sure that you have a budget and you know what your salary, your benefits paid are, that's also another big important piece in the puzzle too.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing that you want to keep, written down over on the side when it's time to talk about
Yes.
money. Thank you so much, Sarah. Let's recap those tips once again. Reflect on your accomplishments from last year, update your resume, create goals, set boundaries, and finally, reconnect with your why.